Alright guys, after some delay I will today be featuring the third of my tier 10 destroyers. Those who follow the content I post on the forums will know that I consider the Yueyang to be breaking the tier 10 DD balance because she's too versatile. Now, why is that? The thing is, it's an LNM Summoner class. It is very similar to the Gearing. It only has 900 HP fewer, it's half a knot faster, it has the same DPM. And it's got 100 meter better concealment. So yeah, you can actually outspot a Gearing, especially if you manage to creep around him. And this is the only tier 10 DD apart from the Kabaros, which I personally don't consider a destroyer to begin with, which can actually take the fight with the Gearing directly and win. Also important to note is that you've got two options with her. You can run either Smoke or Radar. I personally am running Radar all the time, simply because I've played enough DDs like the Kagero, like the Yugamo, which I played with Torpedo Reload Booster where I didn't need any smoke. I don't need any smoke on the Yueyang either. I prefer the Radar because it allows you to, for example, rush Z52s, which otherwise could just smoke up, Hydra you, and shoot you to crap. With the Radar, they can't do that. They can't take the fight with you, and their only chance is really to land a top on you, unless you are giving flat broadside where their AP can arm. Apart from that, it's a really great destroyer. It's a lot of fun. The problem is you've got deep water tops that can't hit DDs, but those are nasty as well. I mean, they're 68 knots fast and have a 13.5 kilometer range, so 2 knots faster than Gearing Torps, 1 knot faster than Shimakaze, Type 93 mod 3 Torps, so yeah, a lot of potential there. Okay, without... oh, let me just show you my captain build. Pretty much my standard captain build, I go for Preventive Maintenance, Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert. I also like RPF. You could again take basic firing training if you wanted to, but I prefer Torpedo Reload, and of course Adrenaline Rush is always nice. So without further ado, let's get into the first of 3 random battles we'll play in her. Alright, I don't personally like Shatter too much, but it can't be helped. The enemy's got 2 Raiders and a potential third on the Yugamo, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yueyang. Apart from that, not too many problems. We've got a lot of big targets, it's very nice. We've got... oh, okay. Apart from my Radar, we apparently have no Radar on our team. It's rather great. This is assuming the Neptune doesn't run Radar. Okay. To begin with, B is a death trap, I never go there. A is fine, C is something I hope our Shimakaze will block, because I won't go there either. I'll flank around and try to get some spots in it first. Especially since enemy DDs also like to creep around here, and I don't want them to flank my battleships. My advantage is I can radar them, only for 24 seconds, that is with the radar module after we nerf to it, but that's still sufficient to scare them off, drive them away, and get some potential shots in, especially if those cruisers support me and BBs as well. I inform my team that I'm running radar and not smoke, and that I'm going to flank C, so they know what I'm doing. I won't be blocking the C cap, it's incredibly difficult to get out of. It's also quite a bad design because you've got this huge island and cruisers can creep around if your BBs don't pay attention, especially tanky cruisers such as the Hindenburg. If that one actually goes for it, it will likely die as well, but it will get you killed, and since we only have 3 destroyers per team, I consider myself too valuable to be alive. or too valuable alive. So I'm not going to take those risky plays. We likely have an enemy DD as well around here, because RPF is saying I'm located. I might pull a defensive radar soon, but I'm still not sure if I should. Amazing info, enemy Yueyang is at the opposite side of the map, so that's one radar I will not have to worry about, although most guys run smoke and random, which I personally consider a mistake, but it can't be helped.
Enemy force detected.
There we have their crew first.
Engine boost deactivated.
And there's the Donskoy.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Just throwing some torps there to deny him. And we've got Shimakaze. And this guy will be inclined to run. If I can kill him, I should be unspotted immediately. And there's one more case of BBAP coming my way, but fortunately this Shimakaze smoke will also conceal me, provided that guy doesn't escape from it and tries to spot me again. It's important to look at the horizon to see where some enemy salvos might come from. Those are his panic torps. I'm expecting 2 more volleys. Okay, our Z-46 died to the Yueyang. This is unfortunate, but it can't be helped.
Repel air attack.
I don't think those torps will score any hits, but... Yep. I will flank outside here to further deny this crew first. I'm spotted again. I'm located again by the Shimakaze, but don't really care about that at the moment. I will have radar ready in 42 seconds, so if I can stay alive until then, should be fine. I cannot, so I pop my speed boost and try to get out of here. I will place this armor between him and me. I can't take the fight right now because he's got too much support. See, he fired, so he has to run because his firing debuff, his concealment debuff is still active. Griffiths goes down. This is unfortunate. The other problem is the Shimakaze is doing one great job. He's shielding his battleships from me, and he can spot those torps without being at risk of being torped himself. I'm pulling a defensive radar to be able to push up further.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
And yeah, there are his torps. Let's make sure we don't eat one of those.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
This could be nasty.
Dead ahead.
Yeah, I think we're down here. He stack goes nicely. He stack goes really nicely. This is a threat you're always susceptible to. Shimakaze is easy to take down with guns, but his torps are just so powerful. And yeah, the team didn't even kill one of them until now. I mean, we've got the caps lead, which is good, but the enemy is coordinating way better. The problem was also the Shimakaze. The Shimakaze is very, very fast, so he could outrun me without me being able to do anything about it. So he was able to evade my defensive radar, which I pulled. I may have been a bit too aggressive there, but what it comes down to is he RPF topped quite well and got rewarded for it. Because I couldn't dodge the third volley, because I decelerated to dodge a second. And this Yugamo is making a great play because he's getting close to our Shimakaze smoke, which means he will he proximity spots him and enables his team to fire at him. And this should be a loss very soon. This Shimakaze managed to get to tier 10 and is accusing the Yugumo of cheating because he doesn't know how proximity spotting works. It always amazes me how players get this far in the game without understanding this very basic principle. The enemy DDs are playing this quite well. You see they are intentionally cross-torping to get some hits in, and I think this Kurfürst right here is flooding. Because he couldn't evade all, and out of all the torps he could take, he took the Yugumo torp. So yeah. Oh no, it was his torp. Even more embarrassing. Yeah, the Kurfürst is complaining about the DD play, but to be honest, I announced what I was going to do, and had Shimakaze been shot more accurately beforehand, I wouldn't have had the problem I had. I think I'll cut the video short here.